The Biden administration is closely monitoring today's first release of Hamas hostages. No American hostages have been freed, but a U.S. official telling Fox News that the White House is, quote, doing all we can to bring them home. Lucas Tomlinson is live in Nantucket, Massachusetts, where the president is spending Thanksgiving. Lucas.
Well, just a few moments ago, we spotted the presidential motorcade rolling through town. We were not able to get to see if President Biden was in one of those vans, but there's a good chance he is. Just this time a year ago, this is what he did. He came into town. He did some shopping. He also, of course, attended the tree lighting ceremony. But, of course, this year, much different with the release of these 24 hostages from Gaza, the 13 Israelis, 10 Thai farm workers who are working in the kibbutz, and also the Filipino citizen as well. And as you mentioned, the White House is certainly wanting to see Americans being released in this first tranche of 50 hostages that could ultimately come out during this 4-day truce. And that, of course, includes that 3-year-old little American girl, Abigail Edan, whose parents were killed right in front of her. And she spent 16 hours in waiting for them before she was ultimately kidnapped and taken into Gaza. One can only imagine the trauma that little girl has experienced over these past 7 weeks, and also being reintegrated into Israeli society and growing up to learn that she doesn't have any parents. Just horrific stuff. The White House is monitoring all these developments with the hostages. Certainly the release of American hostages at the top of their list right now. We could be hearing from President Biden. We just don't have any guidance from White House officials yet. We were told to stand by, so we very well could be hearing from President Biden later today.
Lucas, quick question for you here. There was a piece in the Wall Street Journal today that took us behind the scenes of these negotiations, and apparently there was quite a bit of urgency. President Biden got involved directly with the Emir of Qatar, and President Biden said this could be our last chance, and that was according to people with knowledge of the call. So it seems the White House had their hand in this, understood how urgent this was, and then here we are today with these 13 hostages.
That's right, Kaylee. President Biden has been working not just with the Israelis, but with the Emir of Qatar, also the president of Egypt in these negotiations. Of course, the leaders of Hamas live very openly in Qatar, and the government of Qatar has been the mediator in all these hostage negotiations. So the White House has been putting a lot of pressure on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to not just help secure the release of these hostages, but also to agree to the 4-day truce. It did take some prodding, we are told, to get the Israelis to agree to this truce. And now we're seeing hundreds of Palestinians moving from southern Gaza back into northern Gaza, which could be very difficult for Israeli forces moving forward when it comes to targeting other senior Hamas leaders. Of course, if there's many civilians running around the battlefield, that'll make the targeting much more difficult. But certainly that's what Hamas wants, is a military disadvantage for the Israeli forces.
Lucas, the president was asked, it was either directly about Abigail Edan, the young girl who's celebrating her 4th birthday, or about American hostages generally. His last comment we have is from yesterday, so he's seeming to remain hopeful. What can you tell us about the status there?
That's right, Kaylee. That happened yesterday while the president and first lady were visiting a firehouse here in Nantucket. The president was asked by reporters about the hostage deal, the release of these dozens of hostages. The president crossed his fingers, held them up to the camera, said he's hopeful, but certainly the White House wants to see American hostages released. And the expectation was 3 American hostages were going to be released as part of this initial tranche of 50 hostages being released over the next 4 days. And certainly many Americans want to see that little 3-year-old girl, Abigail Edan, included in that hostage release.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.